Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for Empire of Thorns. Amelia has been sitting in the corner of the spring court, and as she is up there after a long while, almost the entire day and into the night, she's used to doing that. Um, the king himself will actually, um, it's kind of interesting how he pulls it off, but this large wolf will hop up into the rafters where she is and just kind of belly wiggle over to her like area, kind of being very polite and sweet.
So, there's a detail that you might not remember, but when I said I'm going to a corner, I meant the high corner of a room. She's on the
Yeah,
ceiling.
he's about as close as he can get while still not, pulling magic out of his ass for this. Yes, he did the other day. Although Iris may not know that.
No, she does not.
Yeah, Claudio forgot to mention that. But yeah, he'll kind of sniff at her, and he'll kind of carefully put his feet like on the rafters, and like his two back wolf paws, and kind of put his paws on the wall. And he is a very large wolf. When I say a wolf, I mean more like a like bigger than Hispo, like draft horse size wolf, like Princess Mononoke style. But he'll kind of stand up and sniff at her.
Uh, there, there. Nice doggy doggy.
Apparently, he
Uh,
didn't take well to being called a dog. His tongue will loll out and just slurp the side of her face.
the five eyes blink, blink, blink.
He'll kind of delicately take the back of her dress in his teeth and lift her up.
Yeah. Her, first of all, her clothes are very toned off, so it's not going to be very difficult. Yeah, she's no, no, and she, with her six arms, like no, no, yeah.
He'll hop down to the floor with her in his mouth, basically, and set her down.
Ah.
What are you doing up there?
Uh, the corner. I can see everywhere. I like corners.
But you haven't eaten since you've gotten here.
Yes.
He'll pick her up again, and he'll go to the apparently she's a puppy and she needs to be fed. So he'll pick her up again like a puppy and carry her to the kitchen and put her down. Um, he'll go into the kitchen. There's a man in there, a gray-haired man who's basically cooking and doing some stuff, and she'll speak to him. He actually has a French accent, and he'll speak to him and uh, basically get um, something for her, like a maybe since it's early, like it's pretty early in the day. It's about at the time it is now American, which is 7. Um, he'll get her a bowl of porridge, like some oatmeal and some bacon and like an apple, and he'll bring it back over to her in his human form and put it all in front of her, like put this in your stomach now. He doesn't say it to her, but the impression is put it in your stomach now.
Uh, yeah, she probably see the porridge. She's looking at it funny because that's probably what she's been feeding. It looks almost like what she was feeding some creatures, where she quote unquote used to work.
He'll take a big spoonful of it and lift it to her mouth. Ah,
She's looking at him very skeptically.
apparently she's a baby spider and needs to be fed. Ah, he'll open his mouth like, come on, come on. He'll try with the bacon, having the bacon to her lips.
Yeah, when she probably smelled the bacon, yeah, she completely lose it.
He'll put a spoonful of the porridge in her mouth. She's eating! Yay!
Uh, so let me guess, what is there on the table in front of her? There's porridge, bacon.
Yep, porridge, bacon, and an apple.
Okay, take one in each arm. I've got 6 arms.
He'll blink at that like, what?
Yeah, something that the others might not have seen in their part of the scene was that she has pretty much her physical appearance is the appearance of someone that's basically, live in the wilderness, and she has kind of a famish look on her. So yeah, it's fair to think that she might be fucking hungry a lot, or that this is probably more food that she can gather in a month.
He will look at her 6 arms though, and he'll kind of tilt his head and say, "Do you give back rubs?"
Dwarf? She lifted her head out of the porridge. What?
He'll nod. Yes. Do you get back rubs?
Uh, uh, well, she's trying to think as, yeah, she's not. That's not the kind of question that she get asked. Well, sometimes. I mean, when
He wiggles.
ugh.
He wiggles happily. Like he definitely got to get on that.
I mean, sometimes animals are tense. They need to get rubbed, or they just need to play.
Tam will come walking into the kitchen with Iris, by the way. He's sweating a little bit and going to get a glass of water from the sink.
And Iris will probably be trying to convince him to eat some sushi.
He'll just kind of shake his head and he said, "I'm not hungry."
Yeah, that does not help with the concerned look on her face.
Iris, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not. I don't know. I think I just need to rest or keep hydrated. But I'm just. He'll kind of rub his face and take a sip of water. The king will like sit next to Amelia and like watch.
And Iris is just going to stroke Tam's head. Stroke.
He'll get a glass of water and down it very quickly. Then get another glass of water. He's drinking like a big size of glass, by the way, and he'll just get it all in. And he'll just shake his head. Maybe Claudio's right. Maybe I do have the bends. My stomach hurts. I wasn't diving that deeply yesterday, though.
Well, you cut your hands. Did you cut it on anything rusty or something?
Under the water?
Well, stones don't get rusty. Metal does.
Oh, I thought you said dusty. He'll stroke his forehead like, oh my god. No, I didn't. No, I don't think so. You want? I had my tetanus shot recently. His stomach will growl.
Told you should eat something.
I'm fine. I'll be fine, okay? I promise. He'll kind of give her a soft, like, pout.
She points
Yeah.
at his tummy, and that has just growled. And then she'll give him a tummy rub.
I'll just shake his head. I'll be fine. Like I said, as long as I keep hydrated, I can go at least a couple of hours.
I still think we should get Will to take a look.
Ugh, remember, he got called into work.
Yeah. Draven then.
Out of town. Still in Boston.
Well, again, but you go to his work.
I'll be fine. You're fussing.
I'm allowed to be fussy. I'm pregnant.
He'll just shake his head at her. He'll drink about another half a glass of water. Look, see? Keeping hydrated, okay?
Okay.
Is that like what they always worry about and like scream about people like getting like his hand will kind of shake and he'll like kind of just put the glass down.
Maybe I should make you a smoothie.
I'll be fine, Iris.
You know, Claudio thought that he was fine right before he.
I can't quite like out of game. I can't quite do what he does because it's my husband's still sleeping here, but his eyes will snap open and he'll look at her and he'll say, "I said I'll be fine," like yelling at her,
She's
and
going
like he'll
to
actually
blink.
take a step forward towards her.
She's going to blink and look at him like he's just grown a second head.
Yeah, she didn't quite realize until it happens exactly how close in his face, like her face, he is. He's like a few inches in front of her face. It's enough that it brought the king to his feet. What is Amelia doing?
So we're in the kitchen.
Yes. It's a large kitchen though. It's not like I have pictures, but whatever. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a little kitchen.
Scatter, scatter, scatter. With the food in a high corner.
You scattered the corner with the food. Nice job.
Oh yeah, and just for funsies, you know, we're eh, she's she's good, but yeah, she's still in her high corner looking at those two who are apparently having a dispute because she knows, when you deal with animals, when they're starting to snap at each other. Um, Generally, it's better to stay at a safe distance.
Okay, that's what the kitchen looks like, by the way. Just so you guys know, like what the environment your leg is in. That's what the kitchen looks like.
Yeah. Iris, on the other hand, has no animal ken. So.
Yeah, he's basically in your character's face, and as of right now, doesn't look like he's going to back down.
Yeah. So she's gonna scritch behind one of his ears. And
He'll as she goes to like reach for him, he'll slap her hand away.
she's gonna blink and just kind of look at him. As I said, a bit like he's grown a second head.
He'll kind of swallow, and she is very well aware of the fact that as of right now, the king is basically letting her handle his business. But he also just struck her, and that man can go from being passive to being aggressive very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But he did definitely hit her hand. That wasn't like a soft brush off.
Uh-huh. Iris is just gonna kind of stand there looking at Tam and waiting for him to do something.
He'll, after a few seconds, he'll kind of blink, like twice, and swallow, and he'll say, I said I'll be fine, okay? Don't worry about me. And he'll just kind of shake his head and walk off.
And Iris is just gonna kind of sit on one of the seats looking even more worried than she was when she came in.
Okay. Ferran
More worried.
will kind of like kind of come around the table and like kind of kneel in front of her and pick her hand up and kind of sniff it and like touch it gently. It is a little red. And he'll kind of give like it's like 1 point of bashing. He'll give like the palm of her hand a kiss and kind of breathe like healing energy into it.
And she'll give him a bit of a worried smile.
Are you okay?
I am. She glances towards the door. And she'll just...
He doesn't treat you like that normally, does he?
Never. Not
He'll
once.
kind of bite his lip.
Tell me, was the guy had the guy was the guy's seeming appearance?
What was
Or
that, I'm sorry?
the seeming his kith?
Oh, he's a true friend. Well, he's a dual kith. He is a true friend dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, Iris is going to stroke Ferran's hair slightly distractedly, and it seems almost as if it's as much to comfort her as for him.
Are you going to tell Claudio about this?
I think I need to tell Will about this. Because that's really not him.
Herd animals tends to be on the defensive.
You can be a little fussy, but not so bad I'd hit you over. Maybe just sit on you. We'll just kind of like look at her. Oh, the babies are playing. He'll kind of look at her stomach and lean in. Hi, babies. Uncle Ferran likes you. I don't know if I love you yet. You might be really, really annoying babies. And he'll kind of like pet her stomach with a finger. He'll wiggle. And he'll put his ear to her belly. They said hi.
She'll nod and stroke his hair some more.
He'll kind of smile.
I'm going to make a very weird roll.
Oh, let's see this.
I'm going to make an animal can roll.
Animal kin works on the king perfectly fine, actually.
Yeah.
I allow people to make animal cam rolls on him because he acts like an animal half the time.
Yeah.
No, you don't get. I'm. She's doing animal ken for the pregnant person.
So for me, Animal Pen will probably not work that well on me.
Oh yeah, no. I'm doing it just for funsies
Yeah, go for it.
because she's not being in contact with humans for years.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Uh, I'm going to say just intelligence, empathy. No, not empathy. The animal kin. So it's 5 dice, and yeah. So she's just how much is she pregnant?
She is,
Um, I'm guessing you are based on the how far she is through her pregnancy rather than how long she's been pregnant, right?
Yeah, how much of a belly does she has? That's pretty much what
Okay.
she's looking for.
Kind of end of first trimester, beginning of second. It's enough to be noticeable, but not enough to
Mhm.
really stick out much.
Mm. So she's just going to continue to she's on the ceiling. She's just going to hand you she's going to hand you a bacon.
Hand me a piece of bacon.
Yes.
Iris will blink, look up at this strange person she doesn't recognize, take the bacon, look at the bacon, eat the bacon.
that's Amelia. I like her.
Hello, Amelia. I'm Iris.
You should take her with you to go see Will.
I suppose so.
Uh,
He's at work at the moment, but
so can someone actually explain to me why why he's king? And she points out to to the wolf.
He blinks. His eyes are all like blinky blinky.
I mean,
because the weird chose him.
what?
Because the weird chose him.
Where are we? We're still in the United States.
Yeah.
So have we gone back to being a monarchy or something?
No, he's king of the Springport. It's kind of a changeling thing.
Oh.
He'll run off. Like sad. Sad king, sad.
Bram! Iris is going to kind of head after him, realize that
Drops
there's not much chance of her keeping up, and just kind
drops
of shout
bacon.
after him, I've got cookies!
No, whoa, hey, hold on, wait, Ebo, okay, hold on. He'll stumble over himself and then run back in wolf form, like sliding in front of her. Carefully picks her up, lick, lick, lick. Oh my god.
You got your wolf form back. Big fuss behind the ears.
Yes, he wiggles.
And
I don't know why. I have no idea why.
she's going to reach into her kind of satchel bag thing and pull out both cookies and dog treats and see which ones he seems more interested in.
Cookies!
Nom, 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 cookies. That's fine then. She just gave him the option.
You must like cookies!
Yup. But yeah, like I said, lots of fuss behind the ears and cookies.
Yeah, he'll basically, he'll eat all the cookies up. And then he'll lick her. Lick, 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 lick. Yeah, it tastes like paint.
Mm.
Pulls out some polos.
You taste like paint and you smell like milk.
If you want, you can make a composure roll to resist the scratching.
Oh, he won't resist that. What? Oh, my lord. The more hands you get involved, the less he's going to resist. He'll just give in.
Yeah, I fully expect him to be flopped on his back for belly rubs.
Yeah, he'll flop on his tummy, like legs splayed out, like oh.
Hmm.
I get used to this. You're joining the spring court.
So, what's this court thing?
Well, there's because we're kind of our own society as well as being part of human society. We have our own kind of people in charge, and they're the monarchs. And in order to keep it changing, so it's not always the same person, which makes it harder for the Fae to come and do bad things. We change who's in charge with each season, and currently Winter is in charge.
He'll pull over Iris and start like bathing her,
Hmm.
Presumably avoiding her cheeks.
presumably avoiding her cheeks. Yes. He's like working on her neck right now and like her shoulder.
She'll squirm a bit, but she won't actually kind of stop him.
Huff. He'll nip her ear.
Yeah, if he nips her ear, she'll boop his nose.
Stay still. You're dirty.
so, so yeah, there's one court for each season, and
Armpits.
and and Ferran is in charge of spring.
Oh.
His tongue is like stroking her back, like uh-huh. I'm the one in charge of this, so my monkey, my circus.
Hmm. So, what's really the difference?
Well, each of the courts has its own kind of area of expertise and preference and stuff. Um, for example, the Winter Court is very much focused on kind of hiding and avoiding attention that way. Um, and the Spring Court is focused on being happy, and then you won't look like you're the people that escaped because you're happy people, and the people that escaped were not happy.
She totally skipped over desire. He does actually say that. He'll lick her ribs, by the way.
And the Summer Court is all about kind of being able to fight back and use the anger of having been taken against them. And the Autumn Court is kind of about learning from the bad things and taking power from them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then there are the courtless.
If you don't want to belong to any of the courts, you don't have to. But it's generally encouraged to belong to one of the courts because that kind of helps keep everyone safer.
Hmm.
When I first came back, I was courtless.
I would think everyone would be when they first came back.
When I first came back, and for a while after. He'll boop her on top of the head with his paw.
Hmm. So, I guess I
Claudia
will.
told me your weakness yesterday. Don't toy with my emotions.
Pardon?
Claudio told me your weakness yesterday. Don't toy with my emotions.
Why would he tell you my weakness?
Because he said that Lucas exploited your weakness. I asked what it was, and he told me.
She'll frown in confusion as she's trying to work out which one he's talking about.
His nose will boop and rest on her nipple.
She will frown at him.
I should get my nose off your breast now, shouldn't I?
Yes.
That's one of those New Zealand moments, isn't it?
Not exactly, but nearly. And she'll just kind of nudge his nose so that it's resting on top of the boob instead of on the nipple.
He'll nuzzle in. You should go to the you should go to the hospital now, though. While it's still early and people are not filling the waiting rooms. I could give you two a ride.
She looks very thoughtful for a moment and kind of smiles a little.
Not like that. I mean, I could, but I don't think anybody here is prepared for that. He'll kind of wrap his arms, like his arms around the both of their waist, pulling them close, like hee.
No, I thought you meant like on your back.
Well, okay, sure, that too. This is the King of Desire, after all, for God's sake, guys.
Yeah.
He'll kind of look over at Amelia, like, he'll kind of let go of her, and it's like, no offense, but that's a lot to take in.
I'm good. I mean, I can stay in the kitchen.
He'll look as though that's not what I meant, but sure, okay. Yeah, he'll just pat her on the head, and he'll say, I meant you should go with Iris.
Okay.
So, did you mean on your back, or did you mean in a car?
What?
Ride?
You could ride on my back.
That's what I thought the first time.
Oh, you see, I took riding to a whole other place. He'll just shake his head like, and if you both want to ride me, that's fine, but we're going to have a talk about it first.
Okay. But she kind of look at her 6 arms. I'm going to stand out outside, aren't I?
You look like a person to everyone else.
Oh.
It's
Practical.
kind of magic.
Big time magic.
Hmm. Well, sure. We can go if you want.
He'll kind of shift back into a wolf. He had turned back into a human to wrap his arms around them, and he'll turn back into a wolf and lay down.
Iris will kind of climb on and try and take as big tuftfuls of fur as possible, because the larger the tuft, the less it hurts if she does need to hold on to it.
Okay. Does Amelia climb on? She has so much she can hold on with. Are you coming, pup?
Yes.
Are you
So
getting on?
do you climb onto the giant wolf? That was the question.
Yes.
A very smooth ride, don't worry.
Yeah, she's going to climb up and I guess, grab on anything with her 6 arms.
I imagine you have like 2 around Iris carefully, and then like 2 around him, and then like 2 are like gripped into his fur.
Yeah, probably the safe bait.
So yeah, he'll kind of shake himself a little bit, like his head part, not to where he shakes you guys. And he'll speak some words of power, and you're aware of the fact that although you can see each other, and you can see Ferran, he's made himself harder to see, basically.
Mhm.
And he'll just go tearing out of there. And he'll continue to tear out of there. And he'll run, and he'll run, and he'll run. And you guys go for a good, about 20-minute run through Brooklyn, over the bridge, and then up.
Yeah, there's going to be some whee going on.
There's definitely some wee moments, not gonna lie. Possibly with your bladder, some wee moments, but that's kind of his fetish, so we're okay. But he'll
Yeah, not quite that far, but yes.
so he'll jump and he'll fly through the air in places, not literally. Just jump sailing through it and kind of hop different places. He's a big wolf, so he can fucking move. And he'll kind of come skidding to a halt about a good 20 minutes later in front of Mount Sinai near Central Park. And he'll kind of lay down so you two can get off.
Iris is going to lean forward and hug around his neck, and script behind his ears before she gets off.
He'll lick her shoulder. I'm gonna go play in the park.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm gonna eat ducks.
Okay.
He'll lick Amelia one time on the cheek.
Mm.
And he'll bounding off.
And Iris is going to make her way into the hospital, looking around because she hasn't actually been in a modern hospital.
Okay, well there's a front desk pretty much right there. And they'll ask you, are you here to be seen?
I was hoping to talk to Dr. Morgan.
Ah. Are you friend, family? Family friend?
Yeah. Family, friends.
Okay. She'll nod at him or her, and she'll basically after a few minutes she'll tell you, go to the double doors, and I'll buzz you through.
Thank you. And Iris will head over towards the double doors with a bit of a glance at Amelia to make sure Amelia is coming too.
Yes. The girl was giving Amelia a look as though you two need to stick together.
Yeah, she's just walking off, following.
Okay. You'll get in and you notice that Will is yawning and leaning against the nurse's station. He's kind of like behind it and kind of leaning on the counter. And he'll smile at her when she comes up.
Hi. Will, this is Amelia. She was at the spring court.
He'll smile at Amelia. Hello.
Hello.
It occurs to you, by the way, that he is immortal.
She, well,
Although he seems to take in her 6 arms and her appearance, he himself does not seem to have a seeming or kith or anything to that matter, and appears just to be a very well-connected mortal.
Kind of looks weird at this human-looking person.
Is this one of those things where we'll need to go to the privacy room? We'll kind of point over at the like a family waiting room.
Oh, okay.
He'll lead the 2 girls in there. Slapped a little side sign to say occupied and close the door. He'll kind of fish some change out of his pockets and get a get a bottle of water out of the vending machine in there. You girls want anything?
No, I've got some bananas in my bag. She pats her satchel. Faran ate the box of cookies, but I've also got some cupcakes. I didn't tell.
She is that basically a coffee machine or something?
Well, there's a water machine, there's a coffee machine, and there's a food vending machine.
Uh, she's going to look at the machine if there's chocolate.
You want hot chocolate?
Uh,
He'll hold a finger up,
yes.
and he'll hold a finger up, and he'll leave. And about 4 or 5 minutes later, he'll come back in with an actual ceramic mug with hot chocolate made with milk in it, like good hot chocolate, not like the cheap crap in a paper cup. And I'll hand it to your character.
And Iris will hand her a chocolate cupcake.
He'll also smile at Iris and kind of put one on the table for her too. The hot
thank
chocolate.
you.
I'm not saying she's crying with joy from her 5 eyes, but yes, she is.
He'll wink at the fact that she's crying, and he's like, "I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?" Oh,
Good.
that's from my own stash. I keep some in my locker. I'm glad you enjoy it. He'll kind of smile at her, confused, but okay. He'll kind of sit in the chair and kind of kick his feet up on the other chair.
I think she's very new back. I had to explain the chords, so.
Oh wow,
Okay.
wow, yeah, that's fresh. Okay.
Though that isn't actually why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I'm kind of worried about Tam.
Of all the people in the 9 hells to be worried about, you worried about Tam?
Tam.
Tam. Tamerlane, you're Tam.
Yes.
What possibly could be going on that you're worried about?
Well, you know how he was scuba diving yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
He cut his hand and we put antiseptic on it and bandaged it and everything. But he's been acting really weird.
Well, what are his symptoms?
Well, he's not been hungry and not wanted to eat, even when his tummy was grumbling. And he yelled at me.
Yelled at you?
Yeah.
What kind of blink?
Yeah. It's not normal.
He'll kind of think for a moment and kind of tilt his head, and he said, uh, he'll kind of bite his lip. Well, it's too soon for him to have tetanus.
And
Some
he
of the
said he'd
symptoms
had his
describing are
shot.
tetanus, but what?
He said he'd had his shots for tetanus.
In the line of work he's in, I imagine he would.
But that's definitely not normal.
Hmm. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm just really worried about him.
Hmm.
The king gave us a lift over and he's in the park.
exciting dose. Hmm. I mean, I can run some labs on him. I can do some blood work.
It may be difficult to get it.
I mean, I could drug his food. I mean, he'll just kind of like, this isn't a problem.
He wasn't eating. But I suppose if it's clear enough and tasteless enough, we could probably put it in the water.
I'm a stout man. If I wanted to get his blood from him, I could.
He slapped me on the hand.
One more time, pardon me? Like, he actually leans forward.
He slapped me on the hand. He's not in his normal frame of mind at all.
And he's never done that to you before.
No. He's never yelled at me before. Heck, he needs encouragement to talk with a confident voice half the time.
I don't know if you told Claudio that or yet. I'd leave that part out.
Yeah.
Claudio found out he hit you. I don't think he'd even care if there was a reason that's beyond his control.
I wasn't planning to. Just if you're gonna have to try and take blood from him, you kind of need to know if it's making him violent. I mean, I'm fine. Look, and she'll hold her hands out, which are fine. But
He'll kind of chew his lip.
if he did that, then I don't know what he'd do if you were trying to take blood.
He'll kind of look at the girl with 6 arms. Like, oh, hey, you. Want to help me hold somebody down?
What?
Yeah, he'll look at your character with a face that's basically... Actually, it's very similar to the one on his overlay. How sturdy are you?
Sturdy, do you mean unkept?
No, I meant how stout are you? How well can you handle yourself?
He's going to try and catch Tam.
You have 6 arms. If I were going to try to hold somebody down, I'd go to you first.
Or Faram.
I'm not very much a wrestler.
Okay. Sitting Faran after someone is...
No. I mean, he's got his wolf form back. You could sit on him.
That's true. Look, all I need is somebody to hold him down long enough for me to knock him with enough Valium that he stops caring. I mean, I can hit him in the fucking arm for, geez, wow, a couple milligrams, 10 or so, and give it like 5 minutes and he'll knock out. I can get the blood I need.
Iris will nod. She's still looking worried, but she's glad that Bill is kind of taking charge here. But yeah, I think I think you're right. We probably leave that bit out with Claudio.
Once I can get at some of his blood, then it'll give me a better idea of what's going on with him. Aggression isn't a symptom of too many disorders. Not that kind of aggression. That rabies can sometimes cause that, but you don't get rabies by cutting your hand in water. That's not how it works.
Hmm.
I kind of look at Amelia because she made a noise.
Nothing.
Do you have an idea?
Well, I mean, sometimes you just need space.
I can agree to that, but I don't think you would have struck her. That's very out of character for this man.
Well, I mean, I've seen animals that I was taking care of, uh, being more violent when they were hurt or that they were stressed. I mean, sometimes it's just, yeah, you just need some space, but people can probably guess that she doesn't understand why the whole slap my hand is such a big deal.
Oh yes, yeah. She doesn't know Tam, so she doesn't know how big of a shift it is.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I do. Trust me. I've been cold clocked by children at this job. Okay, but I know this man, and she's right. You have to basically convince him to say anything at all, much less put some bass in his voice. You'll hear something over the intercom, and he'll basically kind of tilt his head back and listen, and he'll stand up when he rolls his head forward, and he'll hold a hand up, like a finger up. 1 minute, and he'll run off.
And Iris will start sipping her hot chocolate. Tam's really, really not like that normally. I mean, he probably he'd probably let people do some pretty terrible things to him rather than yelling at them, let alone hitting them. It's not normal.
About 5 minutes, no, about 7 minutes later, he'll come back and flop back down, like sweating.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. We just had somebody code.
Oh, are they okay?
I think so.
Hmm.
They've been circling the drain all morning.
Hmm.
Do you want us to try and catch Tam?
You two.
And for Anne. Like I said, he can sit on him.
I don't think it's a good idea with your state, kind of emotion in your stomach, for you to put yourself in harm's way. And I don't know Amelia really well enough to ask if she'd be up for it. And Fran may
Uh,
eat him. Dog, cat.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Look,
I could try and find Seb and Soren if they're around.
how about this? We keep an eye on him for a couple of hours, okay? Let me know if his symptoms change or anything. Give him some space. Maybe, just maybe, perhaps. Okay, this is just whatever's bothering him. And he got over it. I mean, I really don't think it was, but he'll hold his hands up. He'll do stupid shit sometimes.
This is true, and that might be the case about.
And if it is the case, you have to have a talk with him, okay?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that might be the case about the yelling, but it doesn't explain him not eating.
Nah, sometimes people don't eat when they get sick. That happens. Look. Let me finish up my shift, okay? I'll kind of look at his watch. Oh, God, I have 5 more hours to go, okay? You remember how this morning I said I didn't want to work at 24?
Yeah.
Yep. So give me 5 more hours, which would put him at 24, by the way. And, give me a second to get some food. Your lunch was wonderful, by the way. And, we'll reconvene and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. And, if he's still puking his guts out and won't eat and stuff like that, we'll try to convince him to give us a blood sample, and if he won't, then we'll knock him out and get it.
Okay.
But don't fuss on him. You fuss. You know you do.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'll hold a finger up to her lips, like, kind of smile. Go, say it. Just say it. Oh my God.
I fuss on lots of people. It's 'cause I care.
I know it's because you care. I never question whether you care or not. I just question whether it's welcome or not. He'll chuckle. And he'll lean in and kind of, he'll lean in and kind of scruffle her hair. So, 5 hours.
5 hours. Make sure we have food. Check.
Yes, food. Yes, make me something to eat. There we go.
She'll nod.
Make me lunch. And, I don't know. Something. And we'll do something. And we'll be heroes. And watch, it's probably fucking some water bullshit. I don't know, my mind is so fried right now. He'll just kind of shake his head, like, shrug.
Water rabies or something.
It's water rabies. He has water rabies. Here we go. What it is.
She'll shrug, but she'll have a bit of a little bit of a smile going on.
He'll lean over and kiss her cheek, like politely and sweetly, missing the paint. And then he'll look at Amelia, and he'll smile, and he'll pull something out of his breast pocket, and wiggle it at her character.
What's that he is wiggling?
A baby Ruth.
I have no idea what this is.
That's
At a game?
bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a chocolate bar with caramel and nougat and like peanuts.
So a bit like a Mars bar, or no, a bit like a Snickers.
Okay.
But nougatia?
Grabs.
It's really hard to explain.
Grabs.
Nom 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 nom.
Yes.
Yeah. Iris is also going to have on their way out, once they're out of the hospital, Iris is going to hand her the box of cupcakes before they get back to the king.
The king is covered in feathers and blood, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, her comment when they get back to the king is going to be, "I am not licking you clean."
He'll go and dive into the water and like wiggle, 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 wiggle. Get himself nice and drippy wet, come back over, shake himself off. Showers you guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have to protect the cupcakes.
Cupcakes! He'll sniff the box. Tap it with his paw.
So,
He's doing the
feathers.
"Can I have some" face. You know he's doing that face.
Yes, he does the please give me cupcakes face. Wiggle, wiggle. Cupcake face. Wiggle.
yeah, she's going to give him a cupcake.
This is his please cupcake face. Are you ready? This is please cupcake face.
That's his human please cupcake face.
That is his human please cupcake face.
Is he in his human form though?
He's in his wolf form, but I don't think I've ever had a wolf please cupcake face.
Also, something, just a small detail because I will have to go, but perhaps, actually, if someone had common sense, that would have been hilarious. But you guys have been dragging around the streets and the city a girl that basically appears like a hobo.
Yep.
Just saying.
The king spent way too long as a hobo to really care or notice about that.
Okay, I've got a picture for his please cupcake face.
Oh Lord, let's see the please cupcake face. Viewers, you're gonna appreciate this. Unfortunately, 404.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so, you guys are going to reconvene later on, I take it?
Mm.
After we've all slept and done stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I think we can end the scene there.
Mhm.
Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching, and bye, whatever.